everybody, my name's Tim. I'm in my garage. This video today is about my 2011 Shelby GT500. I bought this car back in January of 2012, 14 years ago now. I did most of the mods back when I first got this car, but I did do a few here recently. I'm gonna go over the car, show you all the mods. We'll take it out for a drive. Here we go, thanks for watching. First up, when I was shopping for this car at the end of 2011, beginning of 2012, I wanted the brochure car, which was Kona blue with wide white Le Mans stripes. Of the 4,150 coupes made in 2011, only 123 were like you see in the brochure. This made finding one a little bit of a challenge. I found this one in an ad posted from Chicago. I flew up there, bought it, and drove it back home to Texas. This is a list of everything I've done to the car. Most of the mods I did were in the first year or two of ownership, but I have done a couple of mods here recently. A recent change was swapping out the rear wheels and adding new tires on all four corners. In 2012, I added chrome AMR wheels from American Muscle, back when they used to sell the AMR wheels with chrome finish. They only came in 19-inch. The fronts are 19 by 8.5, the rears were 19 by 9.5. On the rear wheels, I put the original Toyo R888s before the R888Rs, size 295/30/19. These are a low profile tire, and combined with the 19-inch wheel diameter, led to a lot of fender gap and just an undersized look of the rear tire in general. Wanting a meatier setup in the back, I bought 20 by 10 AMR wheels in silver finish. I had American Muscle send them directly out to California to CalChrome. It took about 2.5 months to get the wheels back, but the end results were fantastic. CalChrome changed the silver finish to a high polished chrome. For rear tires, I went with the Toyo R888Rs, 305/35/20. The car is still rocking the 19 by 8.5 front chrome AMR wheels I installed back in 2012. And for tires, I went with the Toyo Proxy Sport 255/40/19. I achieved the look I wanted with filling both fender gaps a little bit better, and the car now has an added rake with the 20-inch rear wheel and the 35 profile tire. Alright, let's talk raised white letters on the tires. My car has the big white Le Mans stripes over the top as well as white side stripes. I wanted raised white letter tires to tie into the theme. Problem is raised white letter tires are not available in any sizes I need for my car. If you paint your tire letters, they will eventually brown due to the oils in the tires. I got vinyl letters from Tredwear. You basically clean the tires multiple times, get them oil free, and then use the included adhesive to glue the letters onto the tires. I painted my calipers red and put blue Brembo decals on the front calipers. I've got custom vinyl overlays on the center caps, and I added red snake valve stem caps. I added 1/4-inch red pinstripes to both the main and side stripes. I reversed the colors on the fenders with red fender stripes and white pinstripes. Another recent mod I did was to add red mirror caps, which tie in nicely with all the other red accents. A vintage special vehicle team plate adorns the back, and red has been added to all the eyes on the Tiffany snake emblems. The rear window louvers are painted blue from MRT, and then I added the white Le Mans stripes and red pinstripes. These louvers easily lift up to allow you to clean the rear glass. Pre-painted MMD quarter window louvers from American Muscle pretty much block off the view out the quarter windows, but the view out the back through the big MRT louvers is still excellent. Custom billet snake wings, chrome door handles to match the wheels, Whipple hood decals, Shelby windshield banner with added snakes, and gas cap decal. Original upper portion of the splitter painted and striped, with the added lower 3 pieces from the 1314 GT500. Satellite antenna cover painted and striped. Diode Dynamics clear LED marker lights that light up amber in the front and red in the rear. Jaeger Brothers front flaps. drilled and slotted disc Italia brake rotors, Pro Stop low dust ceramic brake pads, and I also drained and replaced the brake fluid this year. Taking a look at the bottom, you'll see a Phase 2 Watts link, Bob's billet lower control arms, DSS one-piece aluminum drive shaft with added BMR safety loop, and finally Borla S mufflers adding some drone-free bark. Switching gears to the interior, I changed the door sill lights from red to blue, blue LED map lights, Aeroforce Interceptor gauge mounted in a vent pod with added 3.5 bar boost sensor, custom EPCO shift knob, Shelby dash plaque with VIN, and rounding out the interior mods are snake badge floor mats with red painted eyes. Lots of changes under the hood to include the Ford Racing 750 horsepower 2.9 liter complete Whipple kit that comes with the Ford Racing ProCal tune. Also Ford Racing twin 65mm throttle body, larger dual fuel pump that drops in the fuel tank, and larger cold air intake, which I added a blue air raid dry filter. This kit, which I installed in 2012, takes a car from 9 psi boost, 550 horse, up to 17 pounds of boost and 750 horse. Other changes under the hood: Gates Racing blue belts, Ford Racing chrome coil covers, polished aluminum coolant tanks, polished aluminum fuse box cover, polished aluminum Shelby engine caps, and JLT oil catch cans, both driver and passenger side. Custom painted parts under the hood include fiberglass radiator cover, OEM fuel rails, battery and master cylinder covers, strut tower caps. The hood insulation has been removed and the underside of the hood has been painted. Other parts include NXT hood struts, and not pictured is the VMP dual fan heat exchanger, and I also changed the transmission fluid this year to Mobil 1 ATF. Shortly after installing the Whipple kit, I had the car run on a dyno. It was a hot summer day in Texas and it put 630 horse to the ground. Concrete. Ooh, it pulls hard. She boogies. That'll do it. That's a look at my 2011 Shelby GT500. Thanks for watching. See you next time.